25, no. At a return. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Manning. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Got his man on the outside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And the Longhorns are on the move. To the air, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play. And I know Texas is known for DBs and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though. This guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays. And I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
The give to the single back. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's got him still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fair catch, called for and made. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's the handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Caught behind the line. It's Barney. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Hauls it in. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. This defense has stood tall 3 straight times. If they stop them again, this could be a huge momentum shift.
Yeah, and listen, you don't care about the yards. You get down here in the red zone, this is where you got to be stout, forcing a 4th down. Now you're just saying, hey, you want to go for it? Bring it.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Longhorn! Right in the window for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to him again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Finds his man, it's Hunter. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed near the marker, it's Johnson. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains, it's at the 37.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Hunter. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keeps it on the draw. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry up. Motion from the wide receiver. Run in the red zone. It's Parker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Raiola. Looking for the goal line. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's second and 10 from their own 25. With jet sweep pass. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Longhorns are in a mess here on third and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Under fire. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Gonna look downfield again. Here's a heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They booted away on 4th down. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll run it from the gun. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Manning. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Huskers with the 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Raiola. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll run it to the right side. He's still on his feet. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Got a man. It's Barney. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker to the ground.
Chains now on second and long. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Here's the pressure. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Kick is in the air. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on. All out of space. Inside the touchdown, Texas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. They'll toss it to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. On his way back from the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They're going to test the right side with this one. Wide open spaces. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself on the draw. And that's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Looking for a crease to the left. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They boot it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got the tight end. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Offense in an empty set. Quick pass on the fly motion. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Back to throw. It's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are... Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Huskers headed quickly to the line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Nebraska! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll leave it with him. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Dropping back, it's Manning. He wants to take the top off. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be there? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. some of that lost ground on second down. These corners going to give them some space. Second down, he'll throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game. Obviously, after that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Throwing right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. And they're not on the same page there.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Trying play action. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Complete to the right. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they can ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.